We all know the Spartans, and how they went up against impossible odds in the Human Covenant War. Bright minds, brutal training, and advanced technology were the key to the perfect super soldiers. However, not all Spartans wore the impressive Mjolnir power armor. Not all Spartans would live long lives and fight many battles. These Spartans were different. They were the unsung heroes of the Human Covenant War, which brought death to so many. This is the lore behind the Spartan III program. In 2531, Colonel James Atkinson, an officer of the UNSC Army and ONI with an impressive service record, pitched a concept to ONI, a successor to the Spartan II program. There were simply not enough Spartan IIs to win and respond to every Covenant attack. The Spartan III program would be different to the Spartan II program. It would be cheaper to fund and would train more Spartans. Atkinson's concept was approved by top brass of the UNSC. This included head of ONI, Vice Admiral Margaret Orlenda Paragonsky. Much to Atkinson's dislike, he was moved from a field officer to a desk driver. This safer role would be required if he was to be the overseer of the Spartan III program. The Spartan III program would train between 300 and 330 children at a time. However, unlike the Spartan II program, the Spartan IIIs would not be kidnapped. A more humane process would be used. The Spartan IIIs were selected from orphans between the ages of 4 and 8. These children's homes had been burnt, and their families murdered by the Covenant. These children were offered a choice: to become a Spartan and avenge their loved ones, or to keep watching the Covenant destroy more human worlds. For most, the choice was obvious. Their training would be tougher than that of the Spartan II program. They would be expendable and would be sent on suicide missions, which could not be accomplished by normal UNSC attack forces. Attack forces included the Spartan IIs. The Spartan IIIs would be trained on the UNSC Ghosts of Onyx. But who would train these new Spartans? Atkinson had selected Spartan II, Kurt Travelin 051 for the job. Kurt was promoted to Lieutenant Commander courtesy of Atkinson. Kurt would always put his Spartans before him. He cared deeply for them, and would train them the best he could. Chief Petty Officer Mendez, the one responsible for training the Spartan IIs, would also assist with the Spartan III's training. He would act as a drill sergeant for the Spartans. When the first 500 Spartan III recruits arrived at Onyx, they were told that there were only 300 training slots available. Kurt gave the children a speech. "Attention recruits, I am Lieutenant Ambrose. You have all endured great hardships to be here. I know each of you has lost your loved ones on Jericho 7, Harvest, and Biko. The Covenant has made orphans of you all. I'm going to give you a chance to learn how to fight. A chance to become the best soldiers the UNSC has ever produced. A chance to destroy the Covenant. I am going to give you a chance to be like me. A Spartan." He said all of this while in his Mjolnir power armor. The children watched and listened in awe, others in anger. First, they would have to sort the children into who would become Spartans and those who would stay orphans. Immediately, training began. The children were dropped from high altitude. Their parachutes would not open until they neared the ground. Those that made the jump were ready to become Spartans. The Spartan IIIs were sorted into companies. The first, Alpha Company, had a 100% augmentation success rate, much better than that of the Spartan II program. The Spartan IIIs were given the semi-powered infiltration armor, SPI for short. It was not as advanced as the Mjolnir power armor used by the Spartan IIs, but it was much better than the ODST armor. It was more of a stealth armor than a raw power armor. Alpha Company would be the driving force to put an end to the human insurrection war. With the victory of the insurrection of Mamor, Alpha Company would also go on to take part in the Battle of New Constantinople and the Bonanza asteroid belt. Their next mission would be Operation Prometheus. The Spartans were still young, no older than 13. The mission would be to infiltrate the Covenant factory world known as K749, which was being used as a shipyard. They would have to destroy all the reactors to put the shipyard out of business. The mission was a success. However, it came at a heavy cost. All 300 Spartans who took part in Operation Prometheus were KIA. Right after the bittersweet victory of Operation Prometheus, a second company of Spartan IIIs were conscripted. In 2539, Beta Company was formed. They had even tougher and more thought-out training than Alpha Company. Kurt was saddened at the loss of Alpha Company and was more determined to make Beta better. Beta's most significant conflict was Operation Torpedo. The mission was to destroy a Covenant refinery being used as a refueling plant for Covenant ships on the border of UNSC space. As the Spartans landed, 9 were killed due to hard impacts. At first, resistance was light, but the Covenant soon figured out what the Spartans were up to. The Spartans gradually fell as they pushed towards their objective. Covenant cruisers responded to the Spartans and sent thousands of elites and jackals to try and stop them. But the Covenant could not stop them all. 2 Spartans, Tom, B292, and Lucy, B091, set explosives to the core and destroyed the refinery, as well as the 7 Covenant cruisers. Coupled with this, the Spartans killed every Covenant troop sent towards them. However, like Prometheus, Torpedo was a massacre. Only Tom and Lucy survived by jumping in the ocean to avoid the explosion. Afterwards, Lucy was diagnosed with post-traumatic vocal disarticulation. She lost the ability to speak. After Operation Torpedo, a third company of Spartan IIIs was conscripted. In 2543, Gamma Company was formed. They were trained by Kurt, Tom, Lucy, and Chief Petty Officer Mendez. They all survived their augmentations, and all 330 Spartan recruits passed training. All but 15 of the Spartans were given deployment orders only weeks after the fall of Reach. Kurt would refer to Gamma Company as the finest Spartans. Gamma Company had a boost that no other company had previously. They were given illegal drugs that had altered the frontal lobes of their brains to make them more aggressive and enhance their strength, endurance, and tolerance to injury. After the destruction of Halo Installation 04 by the hands of the Master Chief and Cortana, Onyx responded by releasing thousands of Forerunner Sentinels. This would then lead to the Battle of Onyx, in which another 7 Spartan IIIs were killed, as well as Spartan II Will 043, and the one who raised the Spartan IIIs and made them what they were, Kurt 051. Before Operation Prometheus and Torpedo, a few specially selected Spartans from Alpha and Beta Company were reassigned to other roles. Why? These Spartans matched the criteria used to select the Spartan IIs, and so they were given equipment on par with their predecessors. These Spartans included Carter, A259, June A266, Emil A239, Tom A293, and Catherine B320. Tom sacrificed himself to destroy a Covenant cruiser during the Battle of Fumarole. This happened after Spartan Catherine intended to destroy the ship herself, but was wounded by a banshee. Tom was the first to arrive to Catherine, who laid there incapacitated. Tom took it upon himself to carry the bomb and destroy the ship himself, losing his own life in the process. Tom would later be replaced by Spartan B312, who was notoriously known for being a hyper-lethal and excellent lone wolf. With the exception of Spartan June, all members of the Noble Team were killed on or above Reach during the Covenant invasion. This included the Spartan II, George. However, Noble Team was able to deliver a fragment of the UNSC AI Cortana to the Pillar of Honor, therefore contributing to the discovery of the Halo Rings and the survival of the human race. At this moment in time, it's not known exactly how many Spartan IIIs remain in live and in active service. There are some Spartans that have been confirmed. This includes June, Tom, and Lucy. But whatever happened to the rest of Gamma Company is currently unknown. Team Katana is currently in foreigner status due to their injuries sustained during the Battle of Onyx. So that brings us to the end of another lore video. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And on the behalf of ThunderBuddy and for myself, thank you for the overwhelming response we got on our first lore video that we did. I only do the recordings for these videos, but ThunderBuddy does all the research and puts the scripts together to be able to create these videos, and for me to be able to record. So I'd like to thank you so much for doing this. But we need a bit of help. We want some topics, Halo topics. We want topics that you want to see. We've done 2 Spartan types so far. We've done the Spartan IIs and the Spartan IIIs. So I was thinking we did something a bit different. How about we do something maybe on the Covenant species, or maybe on some of the battles in the Halo universe that have taken place. Maybe vehicles and ships, their overall development within history of the Halo universe. Anything, even history on the Forerunner stuff, the Halo rings, the Ark, all sorts. We can cover anything. As long as we can get enough research to make a video about it, we can do it. So we need your suggestions. Leave a comment below of what topic you would like to see us do next. And we'll take everything into consideration. Obviously, if one thing is more popular than another, then that more thing is more likely to be picked. But either way, hopefully we'll be able to cover everyone's topic that they want to see. And obviously with more Halo lore coming out and more games, there will be more lore to cover, which means the possibilities are endless. So help us and leave a comment in the comment section below. Leave a like as well, that helps us greatly, and also click the subscribe button, because that helps the channel grow, and that gains us more audience. Thanks you guys for watching.